What's good with y'all? Today we're gonna react to the deadliest caves in the world. We're gonna get into this, man. Hopefully y'all can like, share, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 700 mil. Being said, let's get it.
Let's start with the dangerous and slowly work our way towards the deadliest ones on the list. Number 6, the Death Pit. The very
Nigga, why would you go into a cave that's called the Death Pit?
Located in Georgia and is the deepest known cave on the planet, extending 2,209 meters. For reference, it could fit around 24 statues of Liberty inside, or for my European
No, bro, you're just dumb.
Eiffel Towers. And for the rest of the world, 31,680 Big Mac. Has only been one recorded fatality inside of the cave. But don't let that number fool you. This is one of the most dangerous caves on the planet, since the entrance to the cave is a small 3x4 meter opening in the middle of nowhere. Once you found the entrance, there will be no warm-up.
Bro, you can't pay me no amount of money to do some shit like this.
Drop. But this is just the beginning, as there will be many vertical drops that will continue to take you deeper and deeper into the complex cave system. And
I'm not going in a cave regardless, especially by myself. I don't know if that means I'm claustrophobic, but
extremely slippery, adding some much needed comedic relief.
Yeah, see, bro, like, come on.
But as you work your way from camp 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally 5, you will have to rappel through freezing waterfalls, squeeze through multiple narrow, twisting tunnels that are barely the size of a human body, and walk through chest-deep freezing waters. But after 4 days of descending and pure agony,
4 days?
Make it to the bottom of the cave.
Nigga, 4 days?
A small sample of dirt, pat you on the back, and instruct you to turn back around, since they got what they came for. Number 5,
like what?
Abyss. Krubera Cave is currently the second deepest cave on Earth, but its true size.
Why do all these caves have such like a menacing name?
The cave has claimed the lives of a few people.
Like, why can't there be one called the Sunshine Cave or something, bro? I go in that.
Your
probably.
Will once again begin with a Where's Waldo type of game, since you're looking for a small entrance hiding in the vast mountain region of Georgia. Now, there are no official dimensions online about the size of the entrance, but if we take a look at this picture of Rui Chenet standing in it, and Google Chenet's height, which is 5'11", we can easily calculate that the entrance is about 1 1/4 Rui Chenets in length. Once you're strapped in, you will begin to rappel into the pitch-black cave, connecting from line to line, descending for hours on end. One mistake.
Like, why do people do this though? Like, I guess like for an adrenaline rush, but still, bro.
The trip. While rappelling down, you will not only be stressed from the descent, but you'll also be in constant fear of overhead rocks falling on your head, since there are many loose rocks. There are 5 camps throughout the cave, all spread 8 hours apart, taking a total of 5 days down and 5 days up to complete. Along the way, you will encounter
you know what I could
tight
do in 5 days,
that will take
bro?
You'll cross the bodies of explorers. It's attempted exactly what you
like, why would you willingly want to go in this cave?
All this before you even reach Camp 1. From Camp 1 to Camp 5 will be more of the same. Descending in pure darkness, near freezing temperatures, and fighting off extreme exhaustion. One of the most dangerous parts of the cave. One of the many siphons. These are underwater tunnels that you must swim through on a single breath. A miscalculation or losing the guideline will easily cost you your life. One of the deadliest and deepest caves on the planet. Now, at first glance, the cave looks absolutely beautiful, but after turning down the brightness,
I guess, bro, look,
beauty filter,
what the hell?
Yeah, just like I thought, it's a complete dump.
It's called the Cave of Death, bro. What are we doing?
Located near a city. Your journey begins with a traditional French breakfast, an order of French toast, French fries, and a croissant. Then it's time to get to work. You will begin by rappelling down a vertical 30-meter descent into the dark cave. But again, this is just the beginning, as the cave will span vertical descents back to back to back, taking all the fun out of it. But after descending for
genuinely, how do people have fun doing this?
The largest section of the cave, a very long and slowly descending labyrinth. A wrong turn here could easily,
like, I don't care if it's like, oh, it's for the journey. Nigga, I don't care. I'm not going into a cave called the Cave of Death.
And rappelling down slippery waterfalls. An injury here, you guessed it, will force your friends to put you down. To this day, this large underwater section hasn't been fully mapped out due to its strong currents, low visibility, and freezing cold temperatures. Number 3, Jacob's Well. Imagine maining the most universally hated and worst type of level, water levels. Jacob's Well is a popular swim hole located a few miles away from Austin, Texas. The cave has taken the lives of at least 9 divers
Austin,
in recent
Texas?
years, with some of their bodies remaining inside of the cave to this day.
Bro,
If for some
what,
strange
dog?
reason you chose underwater cave exploring as a hobby, your journey will begin with a vertical descent into the cave, the restriction, which is a long and confined passage. In fact, it's so tight that divers must mount their air tanks at their sides, instead of the usual back position, just to squeeze through.
That is
now,
crazy,
we've all done this
bro.
one once before, so experience should play a factor. The following section is terrifying, since it looks the same in either
Alright,
direction. So if you lose focus or get disoriented, even for a second, you can lose track of which way you came from and where you were going,
Wow.
putting you in a deadly situation where
What
you
the
could
hell
be
is that?
out of the cave, when in fact, you're going deeper into the system. But if you are lucky enough to stay focused and continue in the correct direction, you will eventually reach the next section, the shallows, a narrow and confined area where you must be careful not to.
So this is
stir
the
up
type of
silt-covered
cave,
floors,
like,
as doing so will instantly
I
cause
could
the water to be
die
extremely
due to my
murky,
own actions.
reducing visibility to zero.
Like if I'm not
which
paying
is the
attention.
exact thing that has happened to many divers.
I feel like I have a good
in the cave,
attention span.
causing them to
I'm not
lose
doing
the
this shit, though.
guideline and eventually run out of air as they were attempting to find their way out. But for the divers that make it to the final and deepest known section called the unknown,
The
they will have to
unknown.
turn back around if they want to live.
Bro,
Since
what
this
the
area
hell
has zero
is that? Is
visibility,
that a
it's
mermaid?
extremely narrow. To this day, no one has ever gone past this point, and Jacob's Well's true depth remains a complete mystery. Number 2, the Mount Everest of cave diving. The Mount Everest of cave diving is the nickname given to the Eagle's Nest Cave in Florida, the second deadliest cave on the planet.
Oh, yeah,
There have
bro,
been
I'm
at
definitely
least
gonna go in that
13
shit.
confirmed fatalities here in recent years. Your deadly adventure begins with a vertical descent into the cave, but very quickly you'll encounter your first challenge, a section called the chimney, a tight squeeze where you must be extremely careful not to snag the hoses to your air tanks, causing them to disconnect. Once you pass through, you'll enter the entrance room,
Like,
a
why
large
would
open
you do
area
this
that splits
willingly,
into
though,
two
bro?
tunnel systems. You'll soon come across the most dangerous section, one that has claimed many lives, a passage called the pit. This tight and confined area requires divers to carefully squeeze and twist through without damaging their gear. It's not uncommon for divers to take multiple attempts to successfully pass through. Now would also be a good time to mention a deadly condition that's claimed the lives of dozens, if not hundreds of divers, nitrogen narcosis. It's caused
What?
by the increased absorption of nitrogen while under pressure and makes the divers feel intoxicated,
What?
similar to being drunk. So you're probably thinking, cave diving is actually beginning to not sound so bad. Well, when people are drunk, they tend to make bad decisions, like taking unnecessary risks, losing track of time, and
Exactly,
becoming
bro.
uncoordinated. Now, of course, that shouldn't be a problem for you, since you were never coordinated to begin with.
Oh,
But again, for the
alright,
sake
bro.
of the let's say you manage to squeeze and twist through this deadly section. You'll now move past maze-like narrow passages, carefully avoiding not to disturb the silt-covered floors, because doing so could easily become a death sentence, causing you to lose
All these
visibility
caves are a
and
death
all hopes of-
sentence.
Well, you can be proud of the fact that you are one of the very few people on Earth to have ever laid eyes on it. The cave
The room
continues
of
beyond this
dreams.
point, but no one has explored further due to depth pressure, visibility issues, and technical challenges. Number 1, Ginny Springs. Ginny Springs in Florida has everything you could ever want.
Damn, bro.
Warm weather, crystal clear and warm waters, food,
Florida like O2 right now.
campgrounds, parties, and unlimited booze. But underneath the floating beer pong tables lies one of the most intricate and deadly cave systems on the planet,
God.
which has claimed the lives of at least 28 divers.
28
The
people.
names of the dive sites should tell you everything you need to know. The Devil's Cave System,
Hey, bro, come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
Little Devil. You get it. They even added this terrifying mascot at the top of their official map, just in case you were beginning to feel confident. As you can see from the map, getting lost in this underwater maze would be a death sentence, as it has been for many divers throughout the years. Now, what makes this cave different from the rest of the caves on the list is that there are many entrance points. Think of the other caves on the list
Alright.
like a linear video game, progressing through the level from start to finish. While Ginny Springs cave system is more like an open world game, the cave is beautiful, which can be said for most of of the others
Alright,
on the
bro.
list.
It does
but
look
its
beautiful.
beauty is crystal clear, which lures divers into a false sense of security. And with that misguided confidence, divers tend to swim deeper into the system, diving far beyond their skill level, a very common and fatal mistake. But not only will you have to worry about getting lost in its labyrinth, you'll also have to memorize the map from the position you chose to start from, as well as memorizing the direction of the currents.
So
in the
this is
tunnels,
literally like
since they
the
can
worst
easily
cave you
take
can
you on
go
a
into.
shortcut, causing them to eventually run out of air. A few divers have also gotten lost in the cave system since they failed to set up a guideline, making it nearly impossible to
So
retrace
nobody
their
really knows what the
steps,
hell is going
as
on
well
in
as
this
many
cave.
divers who simply became disoriented and got lost in the cave, only for their bodies to be discovered in the following days.
That is
There are
crazy.
countless divers who lost their lives due to mixing the wrong air mixture in their tanks, which led to oxygen
What?
toxicity, hypoxia, nitrogen narcosis, and carbon dioxide buildup. For anyone planning to visit the swim hole, my only word of advice would be to admire the cave from afar.
Which is what
that
I would be
way,
doing.
if you do black out, at least you'll still be alive to regret it.
Hey y'all, but that was the deadliest caves in the world. Hopefully y'all can like, share, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 700 mil. That being said, man, I'm out. Yeah.